Good morning, people. I ain't had this on in a while. This motherfucker busting. Good morning. Oh shit. Let me turn my mic down. Let's get busy. Y'all come on in here. It's time. It's time. Hit the like button. I got a mouthful. All my lungs are filled with dialogue for y'all. I got so much to say. So much to say. Y'all like this video. He said check ball. Mustafa Mitchell. Good morning. Sandy, you can't win, man. All I got to do is get in shape, man. Ken Intelligent. He said, let's get it. Mr. Mind Over Matter. Good morning. Y'all share this live. This is going to be a viral one. This is going to be a great one. Y'all know I constantly come with original content, right? Y'all know I constantly come with original topics, original dialogue, original verbiage. Huh? My nigga, is y'all hip to Jimmy Barbecue? Do y'all know about Jimmy Barbecue? Shazier? Do y'all know who that nigga is, man? My man said, I just did my burpees. You get it in at 6 a.m.? I ain't been yet. I'm sore from last night. I went twice yesterday. He said, them Bloods is on game ass. Whatever they said to him, it was real. I ain't never seen him apologizing like that. They took all the air out of him. Are y'all aware of who Jimmy Barbecue is? He said he was a police officer. Of course he was. All of the sadistic motherfuckers are cops. Oh my goodness. What the fuck is going on in Haiti? How can you be a Haitian American and not be concerned with what the fuck is going on with your cousins and shit in Haiti? You ain't trying to send no SOS. I would have been calling the police or something, the National Guard, some motherfucking body. Y'all just left y'all people in that shit. Haiti don't need help. The U.S. knock out the leader and trying to take over. Whoever takes it over, because it seems to be an arms race. The Haitian thing seems to be, to me, it looks similar to the shit that be going on in Jamaica. In Jamaica, Jimmy Shazier, I don't know, would he qualify to be a Don? He the baddest motherfucker on the island. Heavy Joe Marley, you not concerned with your family there? I'm gonna get to Kwame versus Hassan. We got to talk about this Haitian thing right now. He said Haiti's cop turned rebel leader. Gang Don. He sits at the top of the G9. Ain't that what they call it? The G9. They super mob. I hate that y'all aren't tuned in all the way, but y'all will. Y'all need to watch this documentary that's on YouTube. It's on Vice TV, I believe. It's about everything that's going on in Haiti. That's a bad motherfucking place to be, man. I ain't lying. That's a bad place to be. I used to, this is crazy, man. I can't believe, how can y'all not be concerned with that shit? He said Dons of Jamaica are constantly being killed, replaced. They said that in the documentary, like if Jimmy got killed at 12 o'clock, it'd be another one at 12:20. He said he cooking people alive, burning their cribs down. This is the part I don't understand. I'm terribly confused by this. How is it not food to eat and resources, water? you know what I'm saying, shelter, but it's bullets everywhere. Where's all these goddamn bullets? This is an island, right? How is all these bullets getting to this motherfucking island, yo? How do they get all of this goddamn ammunition to keep firing this motherfucking shit up? Like, what the fuck? A small island at that. A coup d'etat don't work. Haiti is living proof. They keep having coups. Shit. I just seen the desperation in the people that was begging, and throughout this documentary, you got the guy, the culprit. This guy's the culprit doing this documentary with Vice TV, and everybody who Vice interview, they tell them who burnt up the village, who killed the 70 people, who was present when the 70 people was slaughtered. I don't understand what the fuck is going. He said, "Where is Haitian Jack?" I understand why Haitian Jack don't want he got family over there. He don't want nothing to do with that shit. He don't want nothing to do with that shit, and I understand. I understand. Someone is funding them bullets. America, Gully, they supplying the guns and blocking the food. As much as black Americans think they got it bad in America, I wouldn't want to be black anywhere else. I was weighing that the shit that that's going on in the United States. It's like the whole world is in like it's beyond turmoil and shit, man. It's like a civil war. It's like war. It's just like war being raged on the whole world. Israel, Haiti, and then in the shit that you see happen in the United States, when you see a motherfucker get machine gunned on TV, on live and shit, when you see that's the same shit. That's just how it's going down over here and shit. Those people over there, I believe that a lot of that killing is associated with politics, suffrage. The people who've been slaughtered are they were silencing votes. That's my opinion of it. But I don't understand what the fuck, man. I don't understand how this could just. I don't understand how this could go on, man. Like, and at the end of the documentary, it says something about the United States filed something against Jimmy Shazier and another guy. I forget his name. He was a deputy. These are the two high-profile guys responsible for this slaughter of 71 people. And it just says something about the U.S. Da, 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 da. I don't understand. I don't know, what's up with the U.S., they jurisdiction, they power and shit like that. I don't know what their relationship with Haiti is and shit, but Haiti needs some white folks over there, yo. Hey yo. Haiti needs some white folks over there, man. They need some white folks over there, man, jumping off of trucks with machine guns and shit, yo. These niggas is out of fucking control. He said America shouldn't help Haiti. Who else got the power? He said, no, they caused this shit. Man, who else got the power to interrupt some shit like that? You got one person. Jimmy Barbecue was one person who going buck wild on the island. They didn't even mention the mystique, they didn't even mention the voodoo and shit like that underlies guys like Jimmy and shit. They didn't mention none of that, but I'm just saying. He said you need to do some research. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get my dribble right. I say that to y'all all the time. That's why I brought the topic to the forum. I knew I got a lot of Haitian followers. Since you got such acrimonious rebuttals, what are you doing? You don't feel no type of way about what's happening to your people, you being Haitian and shit. Like if I was black and I was raised, if I was black and I was raised in Haiti and sometime how I moved to the US or whatever, I couldn't just act like that shit wasn't going on. Like you can't do nothing. Everybody saying white folks put Haiti in that position. I imagine they had something to do with it, man. But I'm talking about 2021, man. Somebody has to clean this shit up, yo. Haiti used to be a supplier of sugar cane, a superpower at some point. Haiti will rise sooner or later. I believe in karma. One of the guys, everybody that was speaking on barbecue on this documentary, they had masks over their face, right? And they were saying like, man, he's a very evil man, man. God gonna get him and shit. Like that was their ultimate. That's what they relying on to do this guy. Like, keep in mind, these people are Haitian, so they might view him differently than we than we view him. Like when he was walking through that village, they might be looking like, damn, the fucking devil was here and shit. Like they might generally be petrified of him on some. After their resolution with the French, they were blackballed from the world market. Jamaica took the cane racket. During the Haitian Revolution, when Toussaint and Dessalines, when they set it off, one of the first things they did amongst the killing was they started to burn the plantations and shit. They started to burn the crops. They wanted to totally economically destroy and cripple these people and shit. During this period, Haiti was one of the, again, superpower in the sugar cane export and shit. I don't know what the fuck happened, man. Like this shit shouldn't be able to. He said, Gully, do you understand? China owns the U.S. Man, I don't care about that, man. We don't have it bad. As bad as we might feel things, tell me this. Tell me this, right? As acrimoniously as we feel about the police, you know how we are, black people police relations. We all know that there's situations that arrive when you gotta call the fucking police. Like the police have to come. Like his neighborhood being shot up, there's kids, a kid done been shot. The police have to come. Ambulances have to come. Like you have to call for these motherfuckers, right? In Haiti, you can't call for no motherfucking body. When they went to the village, they went straight for the police. They went straight for the police. The police houses, they were saying their names. Oh, this is such and such crib. Burn all this shit down. Burn this shit down. And Jimmy Barbecue was a former police officer, so he, actually know these guys and shit. They was his former co-workers or whatever. Burn all of this shit down. Now it's just total lawlessness and shit. I was in Ethiopia last month. We got it better here. Some of y'all ain't been out your city alone. Some of the U.S. won't survive. Talk about how several African leaders who refused to vax their citizens are now dead, now including Hades. This documentary came out a month ago. I think a month ago, right? So this documentary came out before the president was killed. They was already on his ass. And he wasn't. He was portrayed to be a businessman, and I guess the president. But I guess he had some bullshit with him. Everybody, I guess, just trying to look out for themselves, man. Like there's not a lot of. I'm thinking to myself, right? I'm like, listen, how the fuck do them niggas got internet? How do they got internet? How do they got internet? How the fuck do they got internet? And my man was like, they ain't got no internet. I'm like, you can't tell me that these motherfuckers don't have cell phones. Them niggas on that island, you can't tell me that them niggas don't have cell phones. If when they said that he killed the police he don't like and he got some other police with him, when he need to call the motherfuckers, I don't think he sent out the what the fuck? He said Jimmy Barbecue is a patsy, is deeper than rap. This is why we need our own media on the ground. Man, I'm here for you. You can't get this nowhere else. This needed to be discussed. Man, my man, he said, man, you a journalist, man. You be letting these some of these white journalists outwork you. You gotta be going over there and doing shit like that. I said, shit. They not gonna tolerate. They wouldn't tolerate that shit from me coming over there with no goddamn camera asking questions and shit. Vice TV, them is white folks. They know you fuck around with one of the white folks. Let something happen to somebody from Vice TV over there. United States come over there and flip that motherfucker upside down. Straight up. During the documentary, right, they were saying how public officials, journalists, all these types of people have been killed. So my man looked at me and I started laughing. I said, see, that's why I wouldn't go over there fucking around and shit, right? I said, man, listen, man. I said, that Vice TV dude, he's white, man. They know better than to fuck around like that. Like, they got their voodoo and shit, but they didn't. I believe they know about the U.S. work. They said during the raid of when the president was killed, when the Haitian president was killed, they said I think they said the United States DEA. He said that Vice doc is all bullshit. How is it all bullshit when they speaking to Jimmy Barbecue, the flame spitter? That's what some of the people was calling him, the flame spitter. And they spoke to the citizens. He said, get you a white crew. Man, I ain't going over there, man. I ain't going over there fucking around. Before all of this shit, I'm an instinctive black man. Shit. Y'all seen what happened to Jamal Khashoggi? We in the same business. This is actually a dangerous business. This is dangerous business. Because it could be, what the fuck is you asking these questions for, motherfucker? Yo. U.S. always got their hands in anything shady in Haiti. All right, the Zoes is up in here. What is y'all doing, man? Y'all don't feel no type of fucking way about what the fuck is going on? Y'all done came over here and got totally westernized. Y'all forget about y'all people over there. I'm telling my man, he like, what would you do if you got a chance to take over Haiti? I said, man, I go straight out in them bushes and get me one of them gorgeous motherfuckers. He was like, man, you can't get no, they all dirty. I said, man, it's a bombshell in these towns. This Port-au-Prince, Bel Air, all of these fucking slums and shit. I'm like, man, it's a bitch breathtaking in that shit. He laughing and shit. I'm like, man, I'm dead serious. Then I clean that shit up, man. I clean that shit up. He said you become a ransom note. No. You got to get some white folks on the staff. It ain't enough white folks over there. That's the problem. That's why it's up. That's why it's up. I'm telling you. He said them Zoes focused on getting American paper. What about they people? He said Francesca from Jamie Foxx shows Haiti. I already know. I done dated a couple of Haitians. I had a Haitian in college. Her name was Valerie. Valehi. Shay Reed was good. Haitian history is a part of American history. Haitians lost their American spirit. They being I just seen the despair and they like, man, like where can they go and shit, man? Like old ladies, man, walking down the street like, man, I ain't got no house. I just got my identification, the papers from my house is in rubble, and I just sleep on the street. And I can't tell you the truth. She said, I can't tell you the truth. Because if I told you the truth, I would be dead by this afternoon. I said, God damn. That's crazy, man. They need some help. My man, y'all keep saying white folks is the problem and shit. I ain't seen no white folks on the documentary. Y'all blame white folks for everything. So who's responsible for it? Biden or Trump? What the fuck, man? He said, don't let them Clintons go near Haiti. So listen, right? I'm telling my man about the value of Haiti, right? Still, you know, it's all fucked up and shit. I'm like, my nigga, listen. Just imagine this right now. I said, just knock all of that shit down and put a swimming pool right there. I said, then what? I said, we'll be over there taking pictures and shit. There's palm trees everywhere, every motherfucking where. This is the same island as Dominican Republic. This is the same island. This is the same island. You feel me? So you can't tell me that this shit ain't got no fucking potential. This is the tropics too. Same way motherfuckers go to Santo Domingo. Same way motherfuckers go to Punta Cana. You can't tell me that motherfucking Haiti don't offer the same shit. Seriously. So they need some white folks. Everybody, he said, nah, they got the dry part where you can't grow shit. Nah, man, nah. They were a factor in exporting crops. Clinton Foundation stole like 70. That Sergio Tech care package was Fuego. Shout out to Mechacopolis and my man Lord Taylor and shit out there in LA and shit. They went to the Sergio Ticini corporate office and met, you know, the top dog at Sergio Ticini and shit. And, you know, they talking Sergio Ticini and I imagine he want to know about the surge in sales. There's been a surge in sales. You feel me? And certain people was responsible for the surge in Sergio Ticini sales. And me and Mechacopolis definitely been on. I'm on film, I'm on video, this channel, you can go back at least 3-4 years and I'm surged up. We was on it for some years now, you know what I'm saying? He went to the fucking spot and shit. He met him. He like, yo, you got to see my man Gully. He be rocking your shit. You know, he be, you know, rapping and shit. So dude checked me out and shit. He said, man, tell homeboy to send his sizes. Y'all see me at the Jeff Hamilton Art Gallery, Sergio Ticini down and shit. That wasn't that bad. Rossi and Martini sipping, Sergio Ticini. Yeah, that's Esco. If you go look at the movie Paid in Full and shit, you see Mekhi Phifer and the Surge and shit. It's some old fly shit. You feel me? Yeah, this that American dope joint. I ain't rocked this in a minute. Ain't nothing. It's an Al Prophet design and shit. Ain't nobody ever looked this fly in this motherfucking shit. He know. Roger Clinton owns most of the beachfront property in Haiti under dummy corporations. Man, they need to get developed. They need to hire some Haitian people, some Haitian natives, and put them to work. They need to put They need to put resort shirts on them. The name of the resort, and help these people start feeding their family. For real. Software Brazy. Me too, Brazy. I can't say nothing though. Dolo, I hear you. I'm black. Haiti too corrupt. He said they need, yeah, man. Yeah. Bruh, Al all bad. Damn, why y'all saying Al getting high? Get the infrastructure. Let me talk about, I have to touch on this briefly while everybody's here. Hassan and Kwame Brown. I never met Kwame and shit. I know Hassan and shit. I kicked it with him and shit, on the jack and all of that. We've been introduced. We went through something. We good. I respect him. The thing about basketball players, I'm just putting this out there. I didn't watch their interview, but a lot of people, I see it's a big thing right now. I seen a specific clip someone sent to me. They sent to the dribble, and Hassan was like, yo, don't compare me to no basketball player. And he was like, you grew up playing ball. We grew up looking up the Big Meech or some shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? Hey, yo, I know he got to be damn near Meech's age and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, come on, man, listen. Ain't nobody cooler than a basketball player, man. Let's put this the fuck out there. Before all these niggas wanted to sell dope, before these niggas start shooting motherfuckers, they was around the way trying to hoop. And you go ask anybody, go ask your favorite thug, and the niggas that couldn't hoop, they ended up being shooters and shit like that. They might have tried to box or something else, but there's no comparison. You heard, Ho. Check my stat. What do you say? Check my swag. I still walk like a ball player. Didn't you hear him? That's straight from the top. He been said that shit. I still walk like a ball player. Check my swag. I still walk like a ball player. Don't nobody get no cockier than that. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. Don't do that, man. So I didn't understand the comparison and shit. And then he went on to start naming a bunch of dudes that he was in jail with. These guys' names probably hold some weight in jail, or they might hold some weight in New York City. But you talking to a world famous basketball player, people can say what the fuck they want to say about Kwame Brown, man. That nigga scored 30 points and had 19 rebounds in a game in the NBA. Right? This nigga done caught alley-oops from Kobe Bryant. And he played like 11 or 12 years and shit. That's an NBA veteran. That's a fucking NBA veteran. If you took your ass in there and you boogie for 12 years, that's a veteran. I'm pretty sure he get a motherfucking check for being a veteran in the NBA and shit. You dig what I'm saying? All right, Gully, tell me why, even though Dr. Sebi lost his court case, why do he still promote him? Check out Chief X, been flaming these scammers out here. I fuck with the garlic. Dr. Sebi has some things to say about garlic. That was, I think, he was entitled to his opinion on that. A lot of the other information, the alkaline shit, I fuck with it. And I would never try to, I would never disrespect the legacy of the great Dr. Sebi and shit. But the garlic thing, man, this is before him. So he said he retired with 60 million. She said he got a pension. Exactly. All right. So yeah, this is who Hassan's at it with. My nigga, that shit was like a big joke to Kwame. I know this from being around basketball players. I didn't roll in these niggas foreign cars with NBA niggas and shit. You dig what I'm saying? I done went out to dinner with these niggas, man. I seen how they eat, the shit that they drink. It's a whole nother level and shit. This is the shit that drug boys be trying to get to. Street niggas aspire to get on this level and shit. It's no comparison. It's no comparison. It's no comparison. And the life expectancy is no comparison. Big Meech got 30 years and shit. And you know what? Everybody knew he was going to get 30 or better. I ain't talking about when he got it. I'm talking about when he was on the streets doing that shit. Niggas knew he was going to he going to jail. You feel me? So I didn't get all of that. Like if that was somebody that you looked up to, you just fucked me all up with that, man. Like, I got an older brother, man. I ain't met a nigga as wavy as him yet. You know what I mean? Grew up in the same bedroom and shit, man. I couldn't. All of them Detroit niggas give it up like that. That shit the Big Meech was on, that shit's not nothing unique. Them Detroit niggas, that's what the fuck they do. He just went overboard and put a fucking billboard up and did a bunch of other shit, but that's what them niggas breed niggas to do shit like that. They've been doing that shit. Maserati, Rick, like this is their culture. That's what the fuck they do. So, you know, I don't understand. It's nothing. You don't accomplish nothing by getting no motherfucking 30 years, yo. For real. Ho said he the only rapper get money like athletes. Exactly. So that's that. I just wanted to interject on the basketball thing that wasn't no diss. Like, you know, you grew up wanting to be a ball player. Ain't nobody cooler than a ball player. Don't ever forget that. Straight up. Get your dribble right. He said Star is about to expose Choke No Joke. I wouldn't want to play with Star on this shit. You know why? Because Star do shit the right way. When I say the right way, he do shit within the he do shit within a realm that he won't get sued. You feel me? He know his limits and shit. And he's gonna go to the extreme as far as resources. This motherfucker been in the game 25, 30 years and shit. Before anybody was sitting up, you know, in front of these mics, it was Star and shit. If you roll it, you see what he did to African Bambaataa. He did that shit. He started all of that shit by himself. So if you want to fucking play with Star and shit, man, just make sure you got your shit together. Yes, I fuck with him, and yeah, he real people and shit. I done met him in person. I done been around him. He'll let that thing go, in my opinion, and shit. He be having it on him. It's true. He said, I work with Star. He's the truth. Yeah, he is. I don't know why it's a big like goal or aspiration for people. I hate them videos that say exposed. I hate them. I hate them. They too cliche and shit. Normally when a video says exposed, it's an attack on someone's character and shit, right? I don't think I ever published a video in them words. He said his live be boring. Star be having 3,000 people in his live. He said, nah, bro, in the 80s and 90s, I looked up the street niggas before the ball players. I just told you, before them street niggas that you talking about, before them street niggas became street niggas, they was around the way putting fucking milk cartons on telephone poles trying to play fucking basketball like the rest of us. This is what black boys do. You feel me? Even if you ain't nice, you was out there trying to hoop with us and shit. The niggas that was a little bit brolic, the field get fat niggas and shit. This is what we do. We boogie. So What's wrong with these guys, man? These niggas act like they come out the pussy selling drugs and shit. Now with the Kwame Hassan thing, Kwame was speaking against the street mentality, but he forgets that most NBA players aren't accessible as the street dudes. Meech had a plea like Rollo and didn't take it. I think the because of social media, I think a lot of pro athletes are more accessible now. They be talking to their fans and shit. I think they're starting to discover the value in it. I think they're starting to discover the value in it because once you communicating with your fans and shit and responding to comments and shit like that, that's called engagement. The next thing is purchase. Well, we got something to sell because I'm a pro athlete and shit. Yeah, and they participate. They participate. They are. He said only select few do that. I don't think a person should come to social media looking for a reply or any type of attention from anybody specific. Socialize, mingle. He said, "Shout out to the Sergio Ticini drip. Drip don't. That's not enough, man. That's not enough, man. I know that's the new word and shit, but that ain't enough, man. When I come through, man, that should be more like typhoons, thunderstorms, and shit like that. Shit, drip. It's a tropical storm when I come through." Make accomplice with the Die Fresh joint. Yeah, that's my peoples and shit. Meech took the plea, but the judge denied it. I played every sport under the sun at the boys' club, even computer lab and chess club. That was all first love before the street shit, and never to be forgotten. Talk that shit. He said computer lab. He said computer lab. He said absolutely right. Absolutely right. You create a fan base, engage your fans, and then you're a brand outside the construction of the NBA or NFL. Facts. Facts. Jimmy Jump said we have basketball rims in front of the lab. They even have basketball rims in swimming pools. They take this show. It's us called Aqua Boogie. They take this show into the water. They go nowhere. They go nowhere without us. They go nowhere without us. Kidding me? Kidding me? You got Sergio Ticini on call. Absolutely. He said Kwame just so happened to find his voice. The things that Kwame says needed to be said. A lot of this shit need to be broken up. Niggas need it. Big Meech can't be our fucking who we aspire to be. That can't be nobody who we aspire to be. He's just one of plenty. He's amongst us and shit. He did it to death. Whole bunch of motherfuckers still out here doing it. This niggas that never even got caught. This niggas that never even went to jail and shit. We can't do that and shit. Black people we gotta aim high and shit. We gotta aim high. You know what I'm saying? Pick you somebody. It could be somebody in your family and shit. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to come and look in there for entertainment for the person that you aspire to be, your measuring stick and shit like that. It'd be somebody. I told y'all about my Uncle Tim before. I ain't never seen a drug nigga that lived like my Uncle Tim. He's an engineer, right? He retired now, right? This nigga had every motorcycle, speedboat, drop top, mobile home, Winnebago, Harley Davidson. He had boats, pool in the backyard and shit, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never met a motherfucker balling like this nigga. This motherfucker ain't never committed a crime in life. You know what I'm saying? That's something to aspire to be. He was something to aspire to be as a shorty. He's still something to aspire to be. If jail's your final destination, you done fucked up. Know that. If you end up with a commissary slip in your hand, you done fucked up. You done fucked up. You should like your uncle with the key. That's the one I'm talking about. My Uncle Tim. Helicopters, remote control helicopters, all kind of shit. Grown man toys in the 80s. My brother's the flyest nigga I know. Never did a crime, works a 9 to 5. Salute to your brother, man. Salute to your brother. Salute to them niggas that's naturally fresh. Kwame used that boy as an example. It's very sad that he's acting out from his past experience or experiences and shit. If you budget in between how much food and cosmetics you're allowed to buy, you done fucked up. I'm at work welding right now. I'd be a dumbass to look at what some drug dealers is doing. Crime too expensive. Lawyers too expensive. Time can't be recovered. That's damaging. Plus you get stressed out. You want to know, you know why a lot of niggas is bald? Y'all think we started wearing bald heads because of Tupac? Pac shaved his head on his own. Everybody else went bald from picking juries and shit like that. Niggas know. Xavier Banks, they don't be involved in the politics of the hood talk. That respectability stick while tricking off and buying foreign whips while ironically could put money together to uplift the community. If each person uplift themselves, the community be uplifted. It'll be uplifted collectively. I'll be telling y'all about perfecting dribble. Shout out to everybody that's subscribing to my sports channel. I'm almost at 1,000 subs and shit. I think I need like 30 or 40 more and shit. It's gonna be popping over there in a minute. He said there is no community. It is. It is a community. Your bloodline, that's a community. That's a community. Some people be talking about the community and don't be fucking with their aunt, uncle, cousins. I don't fuck with him. I don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? How could you correct the community and you don't have your internal community in order and shit? I'm just keeping it G and shit. I know everybody got them types of problems in their family. I know we do. Gully TV Sports. He said Onyx was the first dudes to make bald heads popular in '93. Tretch had a bald head. No, Tretch probably still had braids in '93. I don't remember Tupac having any hair after Juice and shit. Anybody who doesn't see a damn, I missed it. You ever heard of the Furtado Brothers? Of course. So dope, changed their lives and opened up community centers. Great. Shout out to the Furtados. You ever met Currency? I did once in passing. Cool nigga, fly. Baby Bob is in the building. He said the murder unit wore bald heads. Because of Onyx. Pac is in jail, had hair. Okay. Only time Pac had hair after Juice was in prison. who was the best baller you met in the pen, I'll tell you somebody that I couldn't. Jail was full of a lot of jails was full. It was a dude named Todd Stills who was like 6'8" or 6'9". He probably should have went to the NBA. Clearly, nobody could touch him. I was in this jail called Mercer with him. He's from Western Pennsylvania. He's a preacher now. Niggas just from like he went to Robert Morris in college and shit. People from like Newcastle and all them areas, they know who he is and shit. Um, it was an older dude named Lenny from Philly. I can't remember Lenny last name and shit, man. This nigga was smooth as silk. He was about 6'3" or 6'4". And he just, you couldn't shake him and shit, man. One of my things with basketball and shit, especially, you know, if somebody's scoring a lot, I'm gonna start trying to muscle him and shit and, you know, push him around and shit. Lenny, you couldn't shake him and shit, man. You just couldn't shake him, man. He just it was like that, man. Like when I speak of basketball, I was normally in rivalry situations because I was from Erie and shit, and I would normally end up going at or going, you know, me and the toughest guy in the jails would end up having it out at some point. I stood out a lot because I was a dunker. But them dudes that I just named, Lenny, it was another dude from Philly named BR Briz, BR Star from North Philly and shit, man. He's about 6'4", stupid handle, probably could have went to the NBA. I heard he done lost his mind and shit, man. He's a smooth, silky nigga, man. He had a hard-ass, loud dribble. Boom, boom, and just do what he want. I played with him down Camp Hill. He said Mario. Everybody know about Mario and shit. Mario Mitchell, one of my arch rivals. Rest in peace to him, man. Super athlete, young boy, big body, big reputation, and just do it to death and shit. Have you interviewed any Brooklyn ballers? I don't know. I've interviewed all of the legendary point guards except for Booger and Stefan. That's on my resume. Well, Rod Strickland is kind of in another bracket, him and Kenny Anderson, but street guys and shit. He said, "What's up with barbecue out of Haiti?" He's a tyrant. He's a tyrant. He over there burning shit up. He killed seven. He's allegedly responsible for the slaughter of 71 people. There's a documentary on Vice TV I watched yesterday. Y'all need to know a lot. He said, "Did you know Mark Allen?" Yeah, nigga. I had it out with Mark Allen. Yeah, he played at Dallas. When I got the retreat, he got shipped out for fucking with a female staff and shit. He was a big deal. He was like a Michael Jordan type nigga. Been ringing bells since George Jr. and shit. You know what I mean? He's a dunker and shit. We bust them niggas' ass when they came to retreat. I used to have to stick him some time and shit between me and my man Butter and shit. He's somebody you had to, you know, kind of like stay back from. You couldn't be up on him and shit. He said he'll Vice TV fraud. When he in the village, he says to the people, "Y'all scared of me? Am I responsible for slaughtering you?" They like, no, they screaming and shit, and it's a funny ass moment. You just gotta see it for yourself. Big Neff, why would you say Haiti is cursed? How can Haiti be cursed and the Dominican Republic isn't cursed? It's on the same island. Nick Hernandez, not the furthest I went over there was Retreat in Camp Hill. I played at Cold Township before. I played at Monohoy before. We walked in fucking Cold Township, bust they motherfucking ass, Walked in there looking like the San Antonio Spurs and shit with our warm-ups. Walking through their chow hall with our warm-ups, niggas pointing and shit. Yeah, came to their shit, got in their ass. I got the trophy. Still. Hey, Asa Jones said Haiti ain't cursed. That's some blank man-ish. Okay. We got to be careful with the, with the words we use on here. This shit's very sensitive now. They bugging. He said no niggas is betting on y'all happy. We was the bid, man. When niggas get fresh at night yard, niggas get fresh in jail. Niggas get fresh, come out with their good sneakers and shit, and they press browns and shorts and shit, sweats, brand new sweats. You know what I mean? They sunglasses and they jewelry and shit. They come out and get them a soda and shit. They come to the basketball court, man, smoke their little reefer and shit. They want to see niggas boogie and shit, man. Them niggas almost just paying for us to fucking play and shit. Like I played on teams and I was giving cartons and shit like that to play. I was getting every 2 years, Haiti crying for help. Man, it's too many bodies, man. Even the person who allegedly, according to the investigation, one of the people associated with the fucking, with ordering the massacre, I forget his name. His name is Deputy something, came and told them, man, y'all killed too many people. I got pictures and I got trophies from retreat. In this picture, the team picture, you'll see me in the middle of the motherfucking picture. Right in the middle, right in front of Zafir and fucking Damon Burke from South Philly and shit. You'll see me, I was the centerpiece. Them niggas never made no motherfucking playoffs till I came up to retreat. Go ask all of them in the history of their whole institution. Niggas never went to no goddamn playoffs. Playoffs? Playoffs? Let Wyclef save him. Oh, they clapped him too. Bars the market, man. I can't remember. It's good too. Look at niggas bag for Haitian president's murder. U.S. mercenaries. Why is the fucking DEA? Why is it U.S. motherfuckers over there? What the fuck in regards to that situation? They might as well just come on out and do whatever the fuck they gonna do. Haiti might get taken over by another government. Haiti had an earthquake because they do voodoo. Ain't no voodoo causing no earthquakes, man. They would have been shaking shit up over there. The Haitians are the Levites from the Bible. They are under curses for doing witchcraft. The children of Israel remain under the curses until the return of Christ, says Paul Corleone. Good morning. Y'all share this video. Like the video. God damn. Haiti deserve help even their soil's fucked up from overcropping. Pearl Washington. I got down with Pearl later and shit. I'm Pearl a little bit before my time, just a little bit. I came around the Sherman Douglas era. You heard about Pops from the Fugees and that 6 Billy? It's out the closet. think I might have wore it on Haitian Jack Speaks. I know, America's known to destabilize them underdeveloped countries. Y'all need to watch this documentary about this dude, Jimmy Barbecue. Tell me what y'all think. Shit. Rest in peace, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Y'all done heard me name drop him on here several times. I ain't checked out Baron Davis podcast. I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Y'all have a good morning. Subscribe to the channel. This is your first time tuning into my live stream. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. Haiti need help. This is a fact. There's a lot of media on Haiti, and before this killing happened, we just wasn't paying attention, I guess. Before this killing of this president happened, there was already lots of uploads talking about what's going on in Haiti. So, he said, I met Paul Orndorff in Fayetteville, Georgia. Tyson Garcia, Jimmy Barbecue, the cop from Haiti who united the gangs. Correct. He's the head of the G9. They over there talking about there's no food and all of this shit, and there's just bullets everywhere. How the fuck is the ammunition there and ain't nothing to eat? Anyway, Dominicans don't like Haitians, but they fuck with other blacks. I don't know what that's about. They killing with no consequences out there. Yes, let's not get it confused. Port-au-Prince needs help. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad we all view this the same. They need help. Barbecue just sick and tired of BS. Y'all just worry about Cuba. What is all the killing for? If he's sick and tired of what is his objective? I didn't get it. What the fuck? No. Wycliffe robbed Haiti for millions. I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Gully TV World. Follow me on Twitter at Gully TV1. Peace.